Welcome to the 17th week after Pentecost. It is Wednesday, September the 18th, 2024. This is the Manna at the Tap podcast, where we as a community actively seek the spiritual nourishment our souls crave. The daily lectionary readings we explore together are the manna designed to nurture our spiritual growth and provide the sustenance our souls need. I'm Gloria, your fellow traveler on this spiritual journey, and together we offer and receive insights and interpretations from these readings, enriching our spiritual lives. The Psalms are divided into 5 books, and Psalm 73 is in Book 3. It focuses on worshiping God for his sovereignty and faithfulness. This instructional psalm teaches us that our sight and the things we see in daily life experiences are not the whole picture. There is a bigger picture in which the Lord of Israel is faithful, and that matters the most. The wicked and evildoers think they matter, but they don't. Neither do those who get rich and prosper in this life. The lectionary reading is the latter part of Psalm 73, verses 21 to 28. In the beginning of the psalmist is grieving and resentful because they were envying the arrogant and wicked. Their feet almost slipped and they nearly lost their footing because, from the psalmist's perspective, the wicked seemed to have had no struggles, yet they were prospering. They wore pride around their necks like a necklace and clothed themselves with violence as their evil imagination and callous hearts were limitless. The psalmist wondered if it was worth keeping their heart pure because they felt afflicted all day, and it seemed like every morning brought new punishments. When the psalmist tried to understand what they were thinking, they went into the sanctuary of the Lord, and then their eyes were opened to all that was genuine and authentic. In the sanctuary of the Lord, the psalmist realized that their heart was bitter, full of foolishness and ignorant because they were full of envy and discontentment. This transformation from bitterness to understanding in the sanctuary of the Lord is a beacon of hope for all of us, showing that even in our darkest moments, we can find light and clarity. Even though the psalmist was like an animal, their desire and will was to have faith and stay near God because God was always near, even when the psalmist could not feel the nearness. God is trustworthy and never fading. He will hold good to his promises no matter what trials the psalmist faces. It is best to stay with the Lord and allow him to be the guide. The psalmist realized their faith was faltering, but the Lord was their heart's strength and portion forever. Anything we do apart from God, apart from the spirit of truth and love, will lack the value and consistency of a relationship with the divine family. God and God alone is imperishable. Therefore, we are safe when our soul finds itself in God and God is in our soul. John 15:5 tells us that to accomplish anything, we need the Son of God with us. In verse 27, the psalmist reckons that those who live only for themselves and do not care about their neighbor will perish. They may have fame and wealth, but more important is to be faithful to God and love him, knowing he is their everlasting portion. It is good to be near God and to make him our refuge so that we can tell others about his wonderful deeds.